planet in a different galaxy, and they're all listening in, and they're turning up the volume, trying to get the right frequency, and then they hear the aliens shouting down the other end of the line, "Wankers, wankers!" Well, I thought it was funny.
You're on one tonight, aren't you, Jet?
Yeah.
Whiskey out?
Oh, later, yes.
So
I shall have a tipple.
Zed, did you watch that video I posted of that game?
Video you posted of the game? Yes, I did.
It's funny.
Stupid. All right.
Oh, right.
Shall we put Game Face on? Get ready to tell us that we're streaming.
We are streaming.
Are we live?
We are now.
Welcome, everybody, to yet another Thursday Madness. I'm Zed, your DM. This lot are our major reprobates who are too shy to introduce themselves or too stubborn.
Just not suitable for streaming, judging by Jet earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, recap. Last session. So as a group, you had arrived, you dealt with the goblin camp, discovering that the goblins were the culprits behind the missing Imperial Expressways coach. You arrived at the coaching house. I forget the name of it now, but you arrived at it.
The Coach and Horses.
The Coach and Horses, correct, yes. Where you met up with Andreas. Andreas took you up to a private room. You met with Andreas, and you met with what turns out to have been your final employer. It was clear that the reality of the situation that you relayed was not the reality, or was not the expected information that either this head of the Cannonball Express wanted to hear, nor that Andreas wanted to hear. They were edging for you to adjust your story in order to point a finger firmly at this Elika Cox, I think her name was. The head of the Cannonball Express stormed out, refusing to pay any money. And then Andreas tried to make a run for it as well, which resulted in a little bit of an angry confrontation with a bunch of you manhandling Andreas down the stairs in order to try and get money from him, or get the money that you felt he justly owed you. Whilst this was going on, the road wardens stepped in, intervened, started to kind of take stock of the situation. When a strange crow that had been flying around the bar room and talking, alighted behind a gentleman reading a book in the far corner of the common room, and then started to recite what sounded like a rather nasty demonic spell. And lo and behold, a demonic creature appeared, which triggered you all in many different ways. But the best way was a number of you decided to go and deal with this creature of chaos, demonic creature of chaos. Whilst Andreas had headed upstairs, the road wardens had also headed upstairs. Ella had headed upstairs. Kay is currently cowering in a corner. Lanwin is kind of cowering in a corner. Rembrandt is cowering but still operating well. Volkwin is heading to intercept and join in the affray, and Eldast has taken upon himself to be the brave hero and attack the creature.
it is sacrifice.
So with that in mind, We had finished at the bottom of round 2 last week. And so we commenced tonight's session with you still in melee, in combat, top of round 3, and it is Rembrandt, who has just walked on top of the demon.
He's
I don't know how I've done that. That's weird. Well then, do I need to take any tests?
Do you need to take any tests? Let's refresh my memory on how this demon works. No, corruption you've already done. So,
There was fear, wasn't there? Have you
you
cleared
take,
this all now?
yeah, you're still feared. You test for fear at the end of your turn.
Okay, that's fine. So, with Elgast now assisting me with the creature and flanking it, I'm going to try and assist him in defeating it. I'm assuming I can make attacks. Is that some kind of disadvantage because of the fear, or?
You are on a -1 success level due to the fear, yes.
Do
That
we
should
Do I
already
have
be-
an advantage due to us outnumbering the creature?
You are 2-to-1 on outnumbering, so you would do this at an average, I believe, and it will automatically apply a -1 success level to the total.
Okay, so I will put that at average, and I shall roll.
Very nice. The creature is going to attempt to parry. It does not parry. Okay. Okay, so you strike the creature really hard. The first thing I do is I roll my d10. It does not ignore the damage.
Oh, about
Wow.
bloody time.
Oh, very nice.
So as you slice into the creature, you you look with satisfaction as a large gash opens up across its, well, according to this, its right leg, and the creature snarls at you and bears several sets of teeth. You now may make a. Let me do this. Fear. If I target you, invoke fear. No. You may make a. I don't know why I did that.
So it's a cool test of some kind?
Yeah, there you go. Click on apply. Make a cool test. Challenging.
Okay, cool test. Challenging. Roll.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, nice. You lose. Yeah, he's giving you 2 fear, I think.
I'd already done 1 success, I believe.
Yeah.
Last time, but that's 5 success levels, so I'm hoping that removes the fear.
That does remove the fear, yes. You are no longer feared. Seeing the fact that the thing can bleed, and the fact that you can actually hurt it, kind of makes it seem less scary, less frightening, and you see it as something that you believe you can actually destroy.
Looking a little more confident, Rembrandt shouts across to Elgast, "Faith and steel!"
Lanwin.
I was literally sort of pointing arrows at it, wasn't I? So I'm going to do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to steel myself, see what Rembrandt's just done, and I'm gonna take another shot.
So you are firing into combat. You are
indeed.
firing
Oh,
into
yeah.
combat from with a little bit of cover. So I think
It was very hard.
It was very hard. And shooting your bow is equally as hard.
Yeah, because you're feared as well, aren't you?
Indeed.
Characters. Yeah, get ready to duck, Rembrandt.
I'm going to make it a hard check.
Here we go.
72.
Oh, fail.
Oh, very difficult. Okay.
You needed an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose your arrow. It thuds into the bar, not too far away from Volquin's feet. Anything else you wish to do? If not, then I will invoke fear, and you can test fear.
This is on challenging, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a challenging call test. Oh dear.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, you are still feared.
I'll tell you
Landwing.
what, I'm going to use my first fortune point of the night and do a reroll.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll with a fortune point.
Better, but not.
Better, but not better.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we go to Volquim.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to scuttle along the bar top.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to target this near-death creature. And I'm going to try and skewer it with a sword.
Jeepers, that's a bit.
Is this challenging?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Was that you doing the music?
Yeah, it went a bit mental. Sorry, not paying attention. Okay, well, it's still a potential hit.
Not a good hit, though.
Creature will parry. You still beat it by 0 success levels. Before I apply damage, let me just see what happens. Okay, you appear to wound it.
Very nice.
Nice.
As you strike into it, you can roll your crit if you want. It's kind of irrelevant. But as you strike into it, catching it across its head, which makes sense from your height on the bar, you kind of slide along the bar and just swing at it with your blade. It's almost as the blade hits the head and kind of carves into it. The whole thing just seems to evaporate into mist and then vanish.
Can I still poke the mist just to make sure it's definitely gone?
Yeah. You waft at the mist and it's just kind of dissipating out.
That's useful. I was wondering what we'd have to do with the colour.
As in the vapor's dissipating, or it's moving off somewhere?
No, it's just disappearing.
Didn't leave a bad smell behind it.
No,
Good.
it did not seem to leave a bad smell. That is lingering elsewhere.
Right.
Yes,
I'm
my office.
I'm heading over to the window that the bird flew out of to make sure that it's not hanging about doing something.
No, it is quiet outside, apart from the sound of horses' hooves that seem to be disappearing into the darkness.
The wizard's liking it. Okay, what the hell was that about?
Didn't Ella go upstairs chasing Andrea?
Yeah, it's right next to me.
Well, that was the excuse. I think she was just scared. But either way, we need to grab hold of him.
Okay, so whilst the fight is going on downstairs, and Ella, you've kind of been chasing Andreas upstairs. As he gets to the top of the stairs, he kind of puffs, and he looks around, and he looks at the window, and he looks at you, and he smiles. He says, "Now, my dear, you're the sensible one in this group, aren't you?" And he kind of puts his hand inside his jacket and pulls out a coin purse, and he kind of tosses it a couple of times in his hand. What say I give you this, and you let me go?
How much is in there?
The way he's hefting it, it's quite heavy. He looks at you. I couldn't tell you exactly. And a couple of gold crowns, but probably not the 20 that I owe you.
No deal.
Oh. Well, that does disappoint me. I did think you were the more sensible one. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I misjudged you. Dart. Do you have any corruption?
I've got one.
Would you like to lose that corruption?
years ago from something
Would you like to lose that corruption by
How?
accepting the coin purse and letting him go?
Oh. Hmm. How would that stop my corruption, though?
Because you're accepting what's called a dark deed, and when you accept a dark deed, you reduce your corruption by 1, and you perform the deed that you are agreeing to do. A dark deed is typically something that the rest of the party wouldn't necessarily approve of.
But they don't know.
They don't know.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, right then, I'll do it.
So, reduce your corruption down to 0.
When you
Well
say
done.
dark deed, I thought it was like that is corruption.
No. It's very strange. It's a way for me to mess with the party through player agency. It's a way for you to do something that wouldn't necessarily be what your character would normally do in return for reducing your corruption.
Well, it is something my character would probably do anyway.
Well, that's why I was surprised you said no. I would have thought, because Kay would, I would have imagined if it was
I was
Kay on
thinking,
her own.
what would my character do? And I was thinking, no, it's not enough money. I'd want more money.
I'd want more money too, Dart.
Yeah, all of us would.
He at this point then, so he smiles at you and he says, well, there you go. And he kind of tosses the coin purse at you, but just enough that you would need to kind of step forward to catch it. As you step forward to catch it and to stop it from spilling on the floor, he basically turns and goes straight out the window.
Okay.
Has the window got glass in it?
I'm gonna send you something in a second, Dart. I just need to remind myself how I do it.
Guys just joined.
Hey, yes.
We were just talking about you.
See, you turn up at the end after the demon's been killed.
Oh, it just ran off. We can't hear you if you're talking.
He's eating.
Oh.
Right, tell me if this comes through, Dart.
Okay.
No, that didn't work.
What? Private message or something?
No. Try this.
It's a Snapchat. Don't look at it.
Did that come through, Dart?
Yeah, I've got a. Can everyone see that though?
No.
Nope.
Otherwise, he'd be telling us what's going on.
So only you know what you got.
Oh, okay.
Okay, downstairs at that point, as he goes out the window, a minute or so later, the sounds of fighting dies down downstairs. And, you can hear the sound of a horse galloping off out of the courtyard.
Okay. I'll walk downstairs then.
I'm just removing fear from everybody. The barkeep kind of looks...
I think I can't move myself downstairs actually.
Let me pull you downstairs. Sorry, Dart. The barkeep pokes his head back out from the kitchen area, and has it gone?
Yes, it's been banished.
Oh, what was that thing? Do you know?
Demon of some sort.
A demon.
That fellow who was sat in the corner over there, who was he?
Just a weary traveller. Think he said his name was I want to say Heidelberg, but it wasn't Heidelberg. His name was
Was it
Heidelman.
Heisenberg, and was he selling blue rocks?
No, Heidelman. He called himself Heidelman. Out of Altdorf, apparently. Why? Did he summon that thing?
Either him or something he carried.
Elgas, there is a book that's kind of open on the table.
Okay, I'll go and take a look at it.
Okay, so you're gonna...
I will caution Elgast, but I'm not going anywhere near that book.
I'm going to draw a knife, close the book if it's open,
Yep.
and see if I can read the subject on the cover.
Okay. The subject on the cover is simply a mundane cover that seems to suggest it is weather patterns of the Northern Empire.
Okay. That is definitely not what it was.
Is that a bit like hiding your porn inside Reader's Digest?
Yes, exactly. The page that it's open is slightly charred, but still eligible. Eligible.
Legible.
Legible.
There we go.
Eligible. It's still eligible to be used. It's legible. Thank you.
It's all right. I do it all the time.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course. You come back downstairs.
Yeah, I run downstairs and I shout to everyone. He got away. He jumped out a window and got on a horse. I couldn't catch him.
Are the road wardens still about?
They're kind of shaking their head and coming down and kind of looking a little bit sheepish at the fact that they're supposed to be upholding the law and they ran away. Well, thank you, kind folk. Sorry we left you to it.
Where the hell is Andreas?
He went out the window.
Did he have any links with the wizard that summoned that demon? Seems a coincidence that he's trying to con us with refusing to pay us, and then suddenly a demon when confrontation starts.
Gustav looks over at you. Can't say as I saw the man. Can't say I saw him talk to the wizard. No, he just came in about an hour before you. Said people matching your descriptions were going to arrive and threaten his life, and we had to stop him from following it. Stop you from leaving. Don't remember him speaking anything to the wizard. No. I see. I was a bit mistaken, mind you. Drink, and he kind of reaches under the bar and pulls out a couple of bottles of beer.
What time of the day is it? Is it evening or?
Oh, it's evening. Yeah, it's probably about 8 o'clock at night.
Saying, well, this is still quite a dangerous area, isn't it?
You are in you're in a fortified inn. You are a distance away from the nearest town. The nearest city is going to be Altdorf.
I've just seen a bloody demon. I'm going to have a drink.
I'm
looking at Elgas and saying, well, it's either you and I on the road on our horses to try and catch him, but bloody fool will probably be dead before dawn.
Possibly.
Volquid, as you're climbing off the bar, you notice tacked to the pillar of the bar a sort of a notice.
There's a notice on the pill of the bar.
Yeah.
Does it say "Do not stand on the bar"?
No.
Appendices, NPCs, building your own. I don't think that's the notice that we're supposed to be reading.
Oh no, that wasn't the notice you were supposed to be reading. Did I just share the wrong thing with you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I should have been showing you. Hang on. That's what I should have been showing you.
Right. But I can't read though, can I?
No, you can't. But it is pinned. It is tacked to the
Yeah.
to the bar.
I'll go over in a second. First, I want to take my dagger, stab it into this book so that I can pick it up without touching the book.
Okay.
Uh,
As you
then-
stab it into the book, you could swear the book shrieks.
No.
okay. Pick it up, and I'm going to find. Going to take it outside the inn.
Give me a sec. There's somebody at the door.
And
There's
I'm gonna
somebody
say,
at the
I'm
door.
going to shout at the barkeeper if
somebody
he's
at
got
the
some kind
door.
of covering for it.
yeah, have you got something outside that I can burn this in?
Well, some towels and strong liquor ought to do the trick.
Yep.
Some problems, guy.
Say again.
Oh, sorry. I thought your mic wasn't working.
No, it is.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Hey,
Sorry
folks,
about
sorry, mate. I have
Yeah.
no idea what's going on. But it doesn't
No.
matter.
None of these have got any idea what's going on either.
I'm going to ask the
Sure.
barman, have you got something that I can burn this in?
Some bar rags, some strong liquor. Quickly.
I'll take it outside and burn it.
Okay, you're going to take it outside and you're going to burn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't there a
Take it
fire on the
outside.
inside?
There'd probably be small braziers that are lit for the soldiers to keep warm around as part of their
Yeah.
duty. So there'll be one that's lit not too far away from the wall, the entrance to the fortified coaching house.
Nothing like
So
a
you can
razor
go
to
over
keep
there
you
and you
warm.
can toss the book in, pour some liquor in, and it goes up.
That's what I want to do.
As it does that, it lets out a baleful scream.
Result?
That's
what I was hoping that if there's anything in it, it would destroy it. And I was kind of expecting something weird.
followed by what appears to be a greenish mist that kind of floats up out of the book,
We're heading skyward, or
heading skyward.
Good.
In the distance, the sky turns green.
oh shit!
Yeah, once I've seen that the book is burning properly, I'm going to turn around and walk back in.
We've got a habit of bumping into strange things.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can I take this notice off the this
You
pillar?
can take this notice off the thing.
Can I ask somebody
It's
to
the
read
nature
it
of my
out
job.
to us?
Oh, what's
Yeah.
that?
Does Ella want to read it?
Ella would read it because you're too busy burning the book at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ella, as you kind of sort of stride up towards the bar, Volkwin thrusts something into your hand and sort of says, "What's this? Is it important?" Let me find it again and let me
got it.
read.
I got
You
it
got
here.
Okay. Do you want to read it?
Yep.
Go for it.
Wanted, bold adventurers. His Excellency the Crown Prince Hergard von Pastenickel of the Grand Principal of Ostland hereby gives notice that he is currently resident in Aldorf and wishes to engage in the service of a party of skilled adventurers. Employment is to begin as soon as possible for an indefinite period. Would-be applicants are forewarned that they
Forewarned,
that they will be required to undertake a most perilous mission into unexplored regions of the Grey Mountains. The matter is for the utmost delicacy and absolute discretion is required. Rumination. What?
These
Can't read that. What?
Remuneration.
Basically,
Rumination
pay.
is negotiable.
Oh,
I don't even know what the word means.
Pay.
Depending on experience, but a minimum of 8 shillings per person per day is guaranteed. In addition to a generous bonus on completion of the mission, no laggards, cows, or dwarves need apply.
I like that bit.
No dwarves. That's just
no dwarf, no laggard,
Fine.
no
Rembrandt
coward.
grunts at that and says, what's he got against dwarves?
And her.
Don't know.
Oh, I can't read.
And it's signed by the personal scribe to Crown Prince Hergard. Yeah, I can't read it either.
Isn't
Oh, at least the Crown Prince should be good for the shillings.
Yeah, it seems a bit.
And it's negotiable. No,
Shillings a
8
day.
shillings a day is quite good, to be quite honest.
8 shillings is very good.
Is it?
Problem
Yeah,
is,
very
similar
good.
to our previous employer, if he doesn't want to pay, we don't have a lot of choice about it.
No, but it's a Crown
Yeah.
Prince, and this is a proof of advertising that what we should get paid. So we keep this as proof.
Turn to the road wardens. Can you put out a word for Andreas? That I've got a feeling that he's a con artist that is going to need to be arrested at some point.
Well, Elgast, I think I'd like to make an official complaint. The blackguard owes us money still.
Oh yeah,
So I think these road wardens should do their utmost to find him, get him back here, and get our money off him. He should be brought up in the outdoor courts.
Very well. We can do that for you. Certainly, it seems by his decidedly swift absence that he may be in league with that individual that summoned that creature. And
Indeed.
certainly, that is a line of inquiry that we will definitely pursue.
Maybe he was using that demon to get rid of us. You know, we did all this work for him, finding out this information about the attack of the coach, and then he sets this thing on us so he can't pay us.
I would suggest, though, gentlemen and madam, that you don't talk too much about the presence of demons in the Empire. The witch hunters don't brook with those kind of discussions.
no, we don't.
And he kind of looks. Are you currently a witch hunter again?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you're wearing the pointy hat and the buckles on the shoes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He kind of looks at you and he
Does he do a double take? Oh,
yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Well, we will make a note of his description, and when we return to Altdorf, we will circulate amongst the watch, the warden there, and of course the other wardens that we meet on the road. We will also circulate his description and his wanted notice.
Thank you very much. Now, do you fancy sharing a drink with us? This barkeep here has gladly offered us a drink.
Of course. At that point, the 3 women come back out, and they kind of sheepishly look at you, especially the armed one, and she kind of goes over to Rembrandt and kind of sheepishly says, "No, I hope no offence was taken. We clearly, he was very good at convincing us that you were ruffians and not." And she kind of looks at you with a slight smile. Heroes of the hour. May I join you for a drink?
depends. What does she look like?
What does she look like? Hang on. What does she look like?
I can say, no, woman, not your place.
She... Is that her? That's what she looks like.
That's a resting bitch face.
This guy, she has got a bit of a resting bitch face.
She has got a bit of a rested bitch face. The other woman, kind of who looks like this, coughs and says, "Murray, I'm going to retire to my room with Jana. Please make sure the coach is ready for 8 a.m. tomorrow. We must be on our way to Altdorf. And Marie kind of nods and goes, "Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am." And then, so...
Is the armed lady does she look like a mercenary?
Yes.
Even I can tell that.
Well, I'm just making an assumption, but didn't want to...
Yeah, she looks like a mercenary, yes.
She looks like
Just-
her,
Just
I
so
wonder
you
if they
know,
need some extra protection.
but not. as
Seems
good
we might be on the road to Altdorf as well tomorrow morning. I can't see any harm in you joining us.
For a small fee, of course.
Does Milady need any additional protection on the road?
She kind of pauses as she gets to the bottom of the stairs, and she's just... extra swords are always useful, though... and she kind of looks at some of the group. I'm not sure I could brook them riding in the carriage with us, but that is for tomorrow to decide. Come along, Jenna. And she kind of snaps her fingers and starts to go upstairs.
that just in case there's some settings wrong, we saw how much Ella got.
Did you?
It's popped up on the thing. Just in case
Okay.
there's some settings that shouldn't be right.
Okay.
Just ignore it.
Just
We don't know.
Theatre of the mind.
That's fine. It's up to Ella if she decides to tell everybody what she did, but...
Yeah.
Um,
It's in case some of the rolls you make become...
yeah. They should normally be private, but I think the nature of that one means you got to see it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Seems like we have some work to do in Altdorf as it is, but what do we think of this Crown Prince's letter? We are, of course, in need of an employer now.
Do we know anything about him?
Well, I know that Ostland is far in the north near Kislev.
Yeah, he's...
I think it's
Do we
on the
know anything
border of the
about him?
Troll
And like,
country.
is he trustworthy or?
Well, he's the crown. He's the
Well,
basically
I've got some law Reichland and law heraldry, so I don't know if any of that would...
give me Law Reichland rolls while I try and find it.
Unless he's a witch, I don't know anything about it.
What difficulty challenging or?
There, did
yeah.
you see my message I sent you?
I did, yeah.
Sounds like I might know something. Using all my good rolls now.
Oh, I've only got law local.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this is how twisted my character is. I've got law torture and law witches.
My extensive knowledge of Warhammer is no good to my character.
So Herdard von Tassenink is the heir to the Elector Count of Ostland, the only son and heir of Prince Hals von Tassenink. He's the heir to the Grand Principality of Ostland. It seems, according to this, that he is in Altdorf, possibly putting some kind of expedition together.
Have I heard anything about this particular family? They must have a reputation of some kind.
Let's have a look.
Are they good for the money kind of thing, or is the country on the verge of collapse or something?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that kind of information would be useful, yeah. Or any other kind of reputation that they may have.
They
Perhaps even their current disposition towards Altdorf as well.
So the von Tasseninks came into power following the downfall of the von Königswald house. They were the original rulers of Ostland. Oswald was discovered to have been possessed by a spirit of the great enchanter, from Constant Drachenfels, and he was raided by witch hunters and knights of the Blackguard of Moor.
That was the previous.
That was the previous guy. Since then, the proud Ostlanders rankled at the fact that their champion had been revealed to be corrupt and treasonous. Refusing to be humbled, they turned to the hot-headed Hans Hals von Tassenink to rule in Oswald's stead. So he is well loved amongst the people and is loyal. Is loyal as far as you would know. He is loyal to the Emperor.
Seems solid enough until we know more.
Surely he's a crown prince. He should be pissing out gold.
You'd be surprised. Wars and conflict are an expensive thing.
Yeah, look how much knights are paid.
Quite.
But just think of all the taxes.
I wonder
we'll
why
be
it
getting.
doesn't like. I wonder why it doesn't like dwarves.
That is a little bit odd.
Who does?
I was waiting.
Rembrandt looks at you a little reproachfully. Like,
Yeah.
you go against the shore folk.
Maybe he's shortest. And then I'll look at Volquin and say, oh no, Volquin's shortest.
Mm?
I say let's have a drink and just relax tonight. It's been a strange, busy day, and then head out to Altdorf for the morning and see what this crown prince wants.
Yeah, Marie will tell Rembrandt that her mistress has a coach scheduled to leave at 8 a.m. tomorrow for Altdorf, and you would be more than welcome to join her.
I'm assuming our original coach is moved on. After Andreas spoke with him.
Yeah, he shot
Your
off, didn't
original
he?
coach and driver are definitely not at the inn.
Sounds
Paid him off, didn't
better than the rest of our group walking on foot all the way to Altdorf.
And making inquiries, you will discover that within about 15-20 minutes of your arrival, Jan took the coach out.
Yeah.
The stable hand will tell you that he saw him talking to a gentleman before he set off.
He got stitched a write-up, didn't we?
And on, eliciting a description, it would appear that the gentleman was Andreas.
So
Well,
one
let's
corroborating
learn
witness out the way.
Keeping tabs on our employers a little better.
What he will tell you, though, is from what he understood, he believes that Andreas... So it was Andreas that jumped on the horse, and he believes he was heading to Altdorf himself.
Mm.
Perhaps we'll
Meet up with him later
find him on the road.
in the dark alley.
What happened to the wizard that jumped out the window then?
I'd rather meet him in a bank.
Wizard, sir?
There was a wizard just before the demon summoned.
The man with the book. He was sat up there reading.
He jumped out that window. One points to where it was.
Scrawny fellow.
The stable hand looks and says, "Sir, no, I didn't. I was waiting with the horse for Mr. Andreas. I didn't see no wizard. Certainly didn't come here for a horse."
So I'm going to look around outside to see if there's if I can find him.
He just legged it, didn't he?
Well,
There are some footprints that go over to the porter's shed, which is to the north here. Scanning around the porter's shed, though, there is nothing in there.
okay. I wonder where he went.
No bloody circles, depictions of the Eightfold Path, nothing like that.
No, not that you can tell. Not that you know really what you're looking for in those situations either.
Oh, You know, I think these things tend to be fairly obvious.
Yeah, yeah. Gustav's kind of asks if anybody's seen his bird.
What
Beyond that,
the raven?
yeah, the raven doesn't come back.
Good.
Raven wasn't called Thomas, was it? That's not what happened to him when he went
No.
back. He refused to leave the tower. He got turned into that thing.
No. So for the rest of the night, you just spend time eating and drinking. Food for the evening is paid for by Gustav on the basis that you saved his inn from what could have been a rather nasty fate with a demon. And so you're able to eat and drink at your leisure, and then sort of turn in for the night. Anything else you want to do that evening?
No, I'm going to try and recover some of my arrows, if possible, that were around the bar.
Okay.
Literally around the bar.
I'm loading the pistols now.
Yeah.
Rather than just having
Can
left
I
out of it.
attempt? Can I attempt to do some repairs to my blade? I have a whetstone.
Yeah.
Because I believe it got blunted.
How does that work?
I have no idea. Says keeping your blade sharp is always a good practice. It's up to the GM what happens if you don't. Sharpening services are common enough across the Empire, and a knife sharpener will do the job for a couple of pennies per blade. If you want to do it yourself, however, it might be worth investing in a whetstone, which is what I've got.
Your sword though took a point of damage, didn't it?
Yeah. Not going to be enough for that. Okay.
I don't know that the whetstone. Let's have a look.
I can't remember how it got damaged. I know I got a fumble, but I can't remember what the fumble was.
I can't remember either.
It's in the log somewhere, is it?
I'm just going up now and checking.
It might be. Well, you have Farrier's horse, though, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not enough to bang out a blade.
No.
Yeah, your melee weapon jars badly, or range weapon, blah, blah, blah. Your weapon suffers 1 damage. Next round, you will act last regardless of your initiative order. So, yeah, it just took 1 damage and that was it.
You probably swung it against the bar and took a chunk out of the blade.
Okay.
Like
So whetstone won't help.
So I don't think a whetstone would necessarily help. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, but you can sit. I mean, you can sit there and you have a go, and you.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially what I'll be doing. I'll make sure it's serviceable at least, and not going to get any worse.
Yeah. Okay. The evening passes. Well, the rest of the evening passes uneventful. Other than the volumes get louder as you drink more ale and eat more food through the night, through the evening. Eventually, you retire to your rooms, and one by one, you all kind of nod off to sleep. Following morning, you return back downstairs to the common room for breakfast just before 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock arrives. Down comes Isolde, Jenna, her handmaiden, and Marie. And indignantly, she kind of stomps around, wondering where her coach is. You stick your head outside to find that the coach hasn't even been called for and prepared.
Oh dear.
An hour passes. Isolde gets a little bit more tetchy. Before down from the rooms above comes 2 still intoxicated coachmen. And they kind of plonk themselves at the table, and Isolde kind of like, berates them. You're supposed to be down here at 8 o'clock, taking me to Altdorf at 8 o'clock. I've paid you good money. And they just kind of look at her a little insolently, and they go, "We ain't moving till we've had our food. Barkeep, feeders. It's almost 10 o'clock before the coach is finally ready and you can all embark. There is a light drizzle in the air, overcast clouds. The two coachmen kind of mount the front. One rides shotgun with a blunderbuss. The other one sort of sits with the reins. Isolde, Jenna, Marie get into the back. There's probably space for 3 more inside. There's space for at least 1 or 2 on the roof. It's entirely up to you how you choose
Is
to
there
try it.
space for the back of the coach to hang on?
Yeah, you can hang on the back. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
I mean,
And
Kay and Ella can
I'm
go
mounted.
you're mounted. Yeah.
Yeah, Kay and Ella are inside.
Okay.
And
Kay and Ella,
I'll go on the top,
Lanwin on the top.
just to keep an eye out.
Okay, so we've got enough space. I'm suggesting to Ella that she keeps her manners in check while she rides with the lady. When in doubt, try not to say anything.
Finally,
Do you realise Ella doesn't talk much?
Who doesn't?
Ella, me.
Yeah, the problem is when you do, it tends to be disconcerting.
Confrontational.
about
Someone say damn right intimidating, Elgast.
You think I'm like
Intimidating.
some person who blew up himself?
Just don't scare the lady. She might be inclined to pay us.
My job is
Use
to
the
get
coin
people.
given Andreas's exit. I do give Ella a slightly sidelong look. Weren't you upstairs as well? How did you make it out the window?
He jumped out the window.
Didn't think to grab him?
He was ahead of me.
I thought you passed him.
No,
You
he
passed
passed
him on
me
the
at the top of the
stairs.
stairs.
No, he went up first and Ella followed. Gave chase.
Yeah, and then he passed me.
Mm.
Well, look, if we've got a potential employer trying to break an agreement, we need to keep an eye on them, Ella, and would have thought you'd be more inclined to do that than me.
Wait,
The demon hadn't turned up. I was going to shackle him, but didn't get a chance.
Look, Ella did her best. Let's leave it at that.
Yes,
We've
yes,
all
very
made
true.
mistakes. We've all made mistakes. I mean, just think, if she'd tried to jump out that window after him, she would have done herself a serious mischief because she's a damn sight heavier than he was. No offence, Ella.
Unless she landed on him,
Taken.
in which case she'd have been fine and he'd have been in a right state.
It's not a bad plan, Elgast, next time.
he's very quick, that guy.
Yeah, no doubt. Probably saved his skin a few times.
the coachman
Probably does
set
also.
off at a very slow walk, about 2 miles an hour. Taking a very gentle sway, but irritating Isolde, who begins to berate the coachman. And it just makes them more stubborn and go slower.
Can I jump off the top and actually just walk around and check the wagon while it's moving?
Yeah.
I just really slowly walk around the wagon and check it.
You absolutely can. Bear with me.
My lady, I'm kind of leaning in a little bit towards the window to talk to her quite quietly. Where did you hire these coach drivers? They are truly terrible.
About 20 or so minutes after you set off, the drizzle turns into a steady downpour. Those of you riding on horseback, those of you clinging to the back of the coach, are getting soaked.
I'm just going to go to the door as I'm walking alongside, because I'm off the top now, and just open it and casually just step inside.
How big is his coach?
There's room for
Not
3.
big enough.
As you come to step inside the coach, well, no, were you riding inside the coach anyway?
No, I was on the roof.
Okay. So as you go to step inside to the coach, Isolde goes, "Oh no, we're not letting you in here in that state. Marie, make sure he stays out." And she kind of boots the door to try and force you out onto the mud.
Sorry, ma'am. I just thought I'd get out front rain.
No, I don't want my dress to get ruined. It's bad enough that I've got these two in here.
No, I'll doff my. Sorry, ma'am.
Come to the roof, man. Just weather the rain.
Yeah, back up, hunker down.
Okay. A couple of hours after the continue on your journey, a couple of hours further onto the journey, you join a main road, or the road seems to take on a more made up state, a more less kind of rough and ready road. More there's bits of paving here and there. The ruts from the wheels are filled in some more. Generally, it looks like a better state of the Empire Highway. You round a corner, and ahead of you, you can see what appears to be a human figure is back to you. It seems to be bent over some kind of body.
Is it still
As
there?
the coach, as you kind of come round, and you're still going slow, but as you kind of come round, that jingle of the horse reins and things, the creature turns. And as it turns, let's see if this picture is in here. You see a hand dangling out of the creature's mouth.
Oh my god!
Right.
Is this in the middle of the road or is this on the side?
It is in the middle of the road.
Has the hand got any tattoos on it?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm being slightly helpful here.
I was thinking
I'm
the
not,
same.
because he can't pay us.
Yeah, that was
True.
my problem as well.
However, justice there. Sweet, sweet, horrible undead justice, maybe?
Have a look. The name of this guy is really, really funny.
That's a strange name.
Oh my god!
Okay.
He seems nice.
What the hell?
At that point, he jumps and it clearly humanoid. As it spins and he kind of looks at you, it jumps up. As he jumps up, he spits out the hand and begins to rush towards you.
I want to draw the pistol and take a shot.
I'm going to draw my sword.
Hold on
down
one
my
second.
coach.
Let me get a map going for you. We're going to use the same map that we've used before. I
Is
apologise.
his arm like visibly like rotting like that? Or?
What you see is what you get.
Oh, jeez.
So yes, this is the same map that we used for the goblin fight. Do ignore the fact that there is a wagon parked on the side of the road. It's not there. He's going to be there. You lot are...
I don't think I'm on the map.
We're on the Outlaw
Uh,
to
Yeah, it's just setting it first.
Yeah, I'm just setting
Okay.
the map up. Hang on. Just setting the map up. So yeah, just ignore where the goblins were. This is just a forested road with no clear paths off it for this. So apologies. Ella's in there. Kay's in there. Rembrandt's on his horse. And Volquin's at the back.
Kay is
Two,
going to
three.
make sure there are as many people as possible between her and that.
You're in
Mhm.
the wagon, so you've got doors behind you as well.
Okay. That will roughly do. Can everybody see what's going on?
Still on the
No.
outdoor map.
No, we just
Okay.
got the map to Outdorf route.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
So let's roll for initiative, everybody. Ella. Oh, actually, until you see it, I'm not going to say anything. His name is Rolf Hertzis.
How do we know?
You don't.
Do you know
I've
what?
been telling you his name. His name's Rolf Hertzis.
If
I
you
keep saying, in my head, I keep saying, don't say Rolf Harris.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
say Rolf
Can you tell what it's going to be yet?
Yeah. See, yeah. All right.
Before we go in combat, Zed, I got
That's a
silly
nice
question.
roll.
I got an injury, like 1 wound in the last
Yes.
game. No, 2. How do you recuperate that? Because it's the first
Probably
time.
would have overnight, right?
Yeah, you would have. So if you hit the bed symbol next to your wounds,
Yeah. Okay, and that will restore wounds automatically.
well, it will roll an endurance test and decide how many you heal. But yeah,
Is this an average one? Yeah.
yeah.
7 wounds.
So what you can do is, yeah. So just drag the amount of wounds healed onto your character sheet, and it should apply that healing.
Oh, very good.
Cool. Thank
I
you.
think there's been an update, hasn't there? Because we're seeing different things on initiative rolls and things. I'm
Oh,
seeing brackets. I'm getting brackets, floor, brackets, 42 divided by 10.
No, I got that before.
no, that's the formula that it uses to calculate.
Yeah. I never used to see that.
I wonder if there's something that's set to allow you to see everybody else's whispers. I don't know. Okay, Ella. As this happens, you'll probably hear like Rembrandt and Elgas kind of go, "Oh my God, what the hell is that?" Followed by a screeching from the horses, as and a sort of a braying from the horses, and you'll all kind of. You're not going fast, so the coachman will pull the reins on the horse, and you'll be kind of slammed a little bit off your seat as it comes to a very abrupt stop, followed by a "What the hell is that?" kind of yell. So Ella, you are top of the round. All you know is that you've come to a screeching halt, and there is something outside that your companions are a little bit concerned about.
Okay. I'm on top of the. Where am I in the coach? I'm at the back.
You're
You're in.
inside the coach at the moment.
I thought we weren't allowed in the coach.
No, two
you
women were
and,
in.
Yeah, you and Kay were allowed inside.
Oh, okay. I'll just stay in the coach. See what happens.
Okay. You not looking or anything?
Yeah, I'll have a look out. I'll stick my head out. See what's going on.
Okay. All
And I
right.
was like, "Ew, what's
Tell
that?"
me if this comes through to you, Dart.
Oh, yeah, I did get it.
I've only sent it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
That name.
Yeah. So you know who this is. As you kind of glance outside, you're like, really? Shit. Okay. Begin combat. So Ella, you're doing that. Elgast.
I'm going to take a shot at it from where I
You're
am.
going to take a shot. Okay, go for it.
I'm not very good at this, but not yet anyway. Any improvements on difficulties, or is it straight challenging?
Very challenging.
Okay. That's going to take a reroll.
Okay.
Oh, bugger. Okay.
Okay, so
Oh,
so roll your misfire and your fumble, or your misfire. Yeah, both.
Right, misfire first.
Oh God!
Holy.
No way.
Okay, and fumble. Which worse can it be? Okay.
Okay.
No.
Can you ride that 13 damage? Yeah, I mean, so you'll take 13 damage less toughness bonus and armor on your right arm as the weapon. So you'll watch as Elgas pulls out his pistol, points, and goes bang. And instead of it kind of doing what you've seen it do before, it just seems to explode in his hand.
Oh my god.
This is
So-
the first time you've loaded it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first time I put anything in it apart from just black powder.
Yeah, so pistol is gone.
Right.
Probably your arm as well.
armor and toughness will drop that down to something still incredibly painful.
Yeah.
Toughness.
So
7's taking 6 damage.
also though, I would like you sorry. Yeah, can you also Ooh, it shouldn't have happened. Hang on, what's going on here? Yeah, can you also make apply the fear to yourself as well?
Cool test fear.
Is that because we're afraid of Rolf Harris?
Because you're afraid of Rolf Harris. Everybody's afraid of Rolf Harris.
But I don't even want
You
to
are
go swimming.
stubbornly
I'm just
not-
rolling doubles tonight.
You are doubling your rolls tonight for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
So you see this thing, and you kind of loose off your pistol. The pistol explodes in your hand. You throw the pistol to the ground in smouldering metal, and you look down your hand, and it's all lacerated and bleeding, and that hurts.
Did you see the fumble?
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna. I don't know that you apply the fumble. I think you just apply the misfire.
Right, okay. Because otherwise I've just shot somebody else as well.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say it wouldn't apply because the guns exploded.
It wouldn't apply
Unless hit by
Yeah.
shrapnel, but I doubt, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, so that's you in a lot of pain.
That was your gun, by the way, Rembrandt.
No.
How far does Rolf move?
I think I might need to take the
Yeah,
other one off,
losing.
off you just for safety reasons.
Does he have a wobble board?
I need to practice, and I was going to teach you how to use it.
Of just 13
I'm not,
damage.
I'm sure I want to learn off Hellcast.
No, just don't let him try to load a cannon. Christ.
It's
I have
easy. All you do is load the pistol like this and hand it to your enemy. When they
Yeah, I
try
can
and kill you with it, it blows up in their hand.
Does the undead need to make a fear test because of the bang?
No. I think they probably aren't affected by fear, aren't they?
Probably not.
No. Okay, he's going to move to there. Actually, he's going to double move to the side of the coach, and he's starting to kind of jump up to grab one of the coachmen.
Oh, you can
Rembrandt,
have that.
Thank God for that, yeah.
It's all right.
So, firstly, Rembrandt, I'm going to get you to apply fear first.
Roll really badly.
You are rolling really badly, so you are afraid.
I'm going to use a
Unless you
fortune
wanna
point to
fortune
reroll
point
and
it.
still roll really badly.
Still roll badly. So again,
Does the horse have to do it as well?
Sorry?
Would the horses make a fear test as well, or
Oh, the horses are terrified.
that's right.
So at the moment, they're trying to pull in different directions, and the coachman at the top is doing everything he can to kind of restrain the horses and stop them from bolting or breaking their straps. So Right, Rembrandt, you can still act. You're at -1. You cannot move closer without succeeding. You failed your cool test, so you can't move closer this turn. You can still act. I'm gonna say your horse should probably need to make a.
To make a ride test.
I think you need to make a ride test to see if the horse throws you. Yes, because it wants to get away from this thing as quickly as possible. So, challenging ride test, please. I just need one success. Oh, look at that!
Nice.
I can keep myself in the saddle at least. Thank
You can keep yourself in the
Sigmar or someone.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess my horse is just bucking and rearing like crazy.
Yeah, you managed to get it under control this turn to allow you to do something if you want to.
Well, I can't approach it, can I? So
No.
I don't really have any ranged options.
If only you had a pistol.
If only I had a pistol, indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I scream at Ella and with some leadership, maybe, to try and give her advantage?
Go for it.
Try and give Ella some advantage. Right. Using my leadership skill. No.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Everybody is a little bit panicky.
Well, I'm certainly alerting Ella that this thing's trying to climb in the door anyway.
Okay. Volquin, what are you doing?
I'm going to jump off the back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to approach this thing and draw my
So can
sword.
you apply fear to yourself first, please?
So that's that. So I roll that. Oh, dear.
You're afraid you will not,
Right.
unless you fortune point that.
Yeah, I was going to say, could I try and... Why is it not? I'm right clicking on it. It's not giving me a chance to do it.
Yeah, I could do it.
Oh no, I see it. I see. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't scroll down.
Okay.
Ugh, I think
Still no.
I'll
So
take that.
you jump off. You probably jump off there, which does technically put you in melee range of the creature. You just can't advance towards it because as you jump off, you're just. This thing's awful.
Right. Do I get a chance to try and stab it? Or
Yeah. Yeah, no, you can stab it.
Okay, let me just select it.
It will apply a -1. So again, it's challenging. You will have a -1 success level as you, due to the fear.
Oh my god.
Roll on. Right, I'm going to pause to see if you want to fortune that. If not, roll on the fumble.
To try and fortune point that one to reroll.
That's better.
Well, it's still okay.
I'll take that one.
He is going to try and parry. Rolf Hurtis parries you. Does very badly on the parry. You still beat him. He is going to. Ooh.
Nice.
All right, roll your critical.
Okay. Scroll that down. And we get a 51.
All right. So Rolf, screaming and almost closing your eyes and just lashing out with your blade, you catch this creature across the left leg, opening up an artery. It twists. You hear a crack as the knee shatters as it kind of spins from the blow and then hits the deck, twitches a couple of times, and then goes still.
Oh. Okay.
It's going to get back up again. Come on.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
The trap.
So I've always wanted to say that.
I'm waiting for it to go into like a mist and then just disappear.
No, it doesn't.
Stab it again. So who's going to go and look at what he was eating or who he was eating?
Oh, I'll ride over. I'm still on my horse.
Am I still under the effects of fear?
Give me another cool test, please. Those of you with fear, just give me a cool test.
Ooh, test.
With any modifier, challenging? Or...
Just straight up challenging.
Oh, now I ace it.
Nice.
Oh, Christ.
I'm not
Elgas
going
has
anywhere
actually
near.
pissed himself.
I'm not going near him. I'm going over to the body.
I'm just gonna. Yeah. So it'll take a couple of you a bit longer than the others to shake it off, but you can shake it off. Okay.
Ella's going to go look over the body of the.
Yeah, that's what I was riding over to do.
No, not
Okay.
the body of the thing that's
Oh,
lying
right.
outside the coach.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going near that.
I'm going to lean down to the window of the carriage. And I'm going to say, "Ma'am, the men have dealt with the beast. You're safe now."
Well, thank you again for coming to my aid. I appreciate it.
Pleasure, ma'am. That's what we're here for.
Okay. So there is a figure. I've put Thomas's token. It's not Thomas. Don't get excited. I put Thomas's token to represent where the creature was eating or doing something with the body, and then you've got the creature itself down at the foot of the coat.
Is that
And you
thing
haven't
dead or
taken that
unconscious?
token
Because it
away.
says it's unconscious.
It's a body.
Dead.
Okay.
Recognizable?
Okay. So, Elgas, you go over to that corpse. It has been very badly mutilated, but you can make out. First and foremost, it's missing an arm. You can make out the uniform of a Four Seasons coachman. A crossbow bolt through the neck is clearly what killed him. On his person, there is a sleeved male shirt. You can also see what appears to be. Let me grab my pencil.
So this was just a scavenger then.
There is a set of coach tracks that are still fairly fresh in the mud, heading up and around the bend and out of view.
Zed,
Yep.
you know you sent me that handout.
Yep.
Can you send it to Kay? Because
Send it to Kay.
Because I wanted to tell.
Okay, so you're going to be telling Kay.
Yeah, quietly.
No
Or to one
worries.
side.
Okay.
So essentially, this carriage was ambushed potentially. He's been shot in the neck and been pushed off the back of it.
Yeah.
Or the coach has been taken over.
Well, yeah, the coach
You
been
sent it to me again.
Somebody shot the guy. I don't think it's going to be an undead that shot him somehow.
Well, Ella's just gonna say that it looks like a mutant. Because his skin's like rotting and dripping.
You suddenly hear on the carried on the wind, you hear some screaming. The kind of screaming that you hear when horses are being inhumanely butchered.
In what direction is that?
Further up the road.
I'm gonna gallop on.
I'm going to treat my wound and then follow up.
Okay.
My horse is with me, but my horse wasn't moving.
I'm going to shout to somebody. I'm going to run. I'm going to run using my my wonderful fleet-footed ability and just run there.
Is this coach still? Just
I'm
use
just
the
gonna.
coach to go.
What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna move your coach back a little bit. Move you guys back a little bit. Sorry, I'm kind of moving you all over the place a bit.
Did we establish whether we can heal ourselves, or does somebody else need to do it?
It's
No,
a
you
lot
can't.
harder.
I
It's,
think
it's a lot harder to heal yourself.
Yeah,
Though.
we can't. Right. Okay.
I'm just gonna. Okay, so these are your horses that I'm pulling back here for a second.
I'll move back
I just
my
need to
horse.
pull everybody back for a moment. So, you know, if that's the body that you've examined there. So up and further around the road is where you can hear the screeching.
We got an extra horse.
Shh!
No, you haven't. at
That's
the moment.
mine.
I don't know why you've got an extra horse. There you go.
Oh, it's gone. It's all in my mind.
It was all in your mind. Yes.
See, when I move my token, my horse doesn't
Guy?
come with me.
Did you get that thing from Zed?
Thing.
Zed, I think you sent that thing to me again rather than to Guy.
Copy and paste it and send it in Discord as a PM.
I can fix it in a second. Hang on.
Oh, good point. I just DM'd you.
Oh yes. Oh, no, I got that.
Oh, you got
Sorry.
that? Right. Okay.
Yeah. No,
So just setting this up. So yeah. All right. So up to you what you do.
I guess I'm not
What
healing
the hell
myself.
are these things ahead?
So you can see a bunch of. So as you kind of follow the screaming ahead of you, and you kind of start to round the corner, what you'll see are 5 figures. There is a crashed coach. So imagine the coach is kind of. Well, I've got a coach, so let me get the coach out. Tiny coach. Tiny coach.
And
I'll
the
just leave
little
it
guy,
small.
no, no.
It's a wheelbarrow.
So in
I've seen
the how do I make this bigger? I feel a bit
Rub
like-
it.
Token.
That'll do. So just on the edge of the woodland, you can see an overturned coach. There is at least one body seems to have been dragged underneath it. Horses are pinned under. So actually, the coach would probably be here. The horses are pinned under, partly under the coach, screaming. You've got 2 figures that are basically sort of 2 human-looking figures that are hacking away at a couple of bodies that have been kind of pulled out of the wagon. You've got another figure that's hacking away at one of the horses. That's the one that's really screaming, although the other one's going to be screaming even more because it'll smell blood. And then 2 more that are sort of stabbing, or looks like they're going to start stabbing away at the other horse.
Just a question. This one here, does it look like a near-death rat man?
Looks like a near-death figure.
And they're not fighting each other. They seem to have.
They seem to be eating. They seem to be eating the. That's what he looks like,
Including the stuff on his head.
including the stuff on his head.
Okay, well I'll be charging my horse down towards them, I think. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be bellowing something along the lines of death to the mutants. we'll be charging along the road.
Hey,
What the
you
heck?
guys.
Just a little bit, doesn't it?
What's wrong with his head?
It's Harrison
hell?
Ford.
So
No,
let's
it's
go. Let's switch back to initiative then, everybody.
It's
It's a ballroom
It's
blitz.
Monty
it's
Python.
it's,
a really
it's the
rubbish roll.
thing.
Feels like a bit like the thing, yeah.
Yeah, I can roll initiative tonight, just nothing else.
Jesus Christ, how many dice
Got
to
all
take
these
as well.
pop-ups to get rid of. Where's my character? Oh, I'm top of the round again. Why am I way back here and everyone else is over there?
Because we all moved around. Before you all charge in,
Right,
I'm
I'm
just going to
saying
shout,
so.
be careful, they've got some kind of disease, weird thing. I knew this
That's it.
fella on the floor here.
I knew him. I was just letting you know.
Oh, sorry. But why did I receive it then? Why did
Because,
I
it
was-
come to me?
because
I
Ella,
was
Ella told
telling-
you what she saw while you were
Oh,
sat
right.
in the coach.
Okay. Careful, they got some kind of disease thing. Ella knows this dude.
There you go. All right,
It
top of the
was
round.
supposed to say
Ella.
that.
Well, hang on, we're
Uh.
charging into a group of horrible disease, nasty thingies, and you expect me not to tell the rest of the group?
Well, you can tell him that, but just don't tell him I know the guy.
It was Ella's best friend. They were lovers.
What like best
I was
friends?
waiting for that.
All right.
Trust me, Rob. I mean, really.
Ella,
Right,
you're up first.
Alright, well, I'll be running over there then.
Go
I'll
for
be
it.
like, what the hell happened to my friend? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, thank God. I thought you meant Rolf was your friend.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Rolf was his friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rolf was
bless
my
you.
friend.
Yeah, the undead looking thing.
Ah.
Well, since Ella's spilled the beans, so send that thing to everyone dead.
Okay.
Ella, I mean,
Ella's now hiding
Okay.
under the corpse of the guy that's got an arrow in his neck.
no, I
Right.
just did a full movement. If I do another,
Yeah, do another movement. Yeah.
gonna move there.
Okay. Mutant. So does he see what's going on because he's too busy hacking away at stuff?
Maybe I should have just gone in the tree line, shouldn't I? Oh, never mind. So it's running down the middle of the road.
Yep, he's too busy hacking away. Lanwin.
Right, I'm going to move. Let's have a look. So if I move, walk 6, how big are these squares?
Should be 2 yards.
2 yards. So 2, 4, 6. And I'm hoping I've got a line of sight on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm slightly. It's 20 yards, isn't it?
I'll put something in the chat.
Oh, do you know what?
Yeah, I'll share it with everybody in a minute. Do I know what, Medi?
Sorry, no. If I actually go to there, I'm in range. If I go a bit higher, I'm not. So I'll go there and I'll shoot at this one here.
Okay. Are you in range there?
20
Yeah.
yards.
All right, target him and give it a shot as you loose an arrow.
Just challenging.
Yeah. 37 will hit. He can't dodge, so because you're not at point blank. So roll your damage. Oh, sorry, I've done it.
Should be done.
Yeah, 5 damage. So I'll apply the damage.
Oh, hit the crit.
Roll your crit. Technically, I would succeed. All right, so he actually goes down though. As the arrow slams into him, he just falls. Just kind of falls over, arrow protruding out of his kind of. Where did you hit him? Out of his back.
body. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? No, Landwin.
Nope, that's
Okay.
it.
This point, this guy's going to jump up. I'm going to come off there. What am I doing? It's going to go. Goes to there. Target you. Oh, okay. Damn it. Oh, that's good. Never done that before. It shouldn't have been targeting you in the first. Then Ella, so ignore that. But okay. So this figure comes around from the horse. As he does so, he starts to crank a crossbow. Volquim.
Okie dokie. Okay, well, I shall move forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, is that running? Full 8?
You could move to there if you wanted.
Yeah, I can move there.
Yeah, that would be double move. Yes.
Double move.
Yeah, that would be your move action and your action to run. Yes.
Right. So I'll just draw my short bow or long bow.
Okay. You draw your weapon as you move. Yeah, no problem.
Let's change it over.
He's dead. Elgast.
Draw my sword and advance.
Okay. For
There we go.
Okay. Rembrandt.
Trying to figure out horse speed again.
20 or 24, isn't it?
It's a 42-yard run, which I guess is 21 squares.
Yeah.
I'd round back of this and seeing this guy, I'm going to take a swing at him from my saddle.
Okay, go for it.
How do I do this then? Do I get a charge on this? I probably do.
You would need to. Yeah.
I don't have advantage yet. That must have been left over from last combat, so I'll take that off. I am, however, fighting from a horse, which I believe gives me a benefit if he's not large.
He is not large.
What that benefit is. Sorry, I'm just quickly looking at the roll. I think it might be a plus 20, but I'm not certain.
Okay. So. Yeah, any melee attacker is a plus 20.
But 20 in modifier, apologies. It's
Yeah.
taking a little bit longer. There we go. I might not have targeted him.
Yeah, when charging, you may use the strength and size rules of your mount for the purpose of calculating damage.
Ouch.
But when riding, you suffer a penalty of minus 20 to any attempts to use the dodge skill unless you have the trick riding talent. Okay. Bloody hell, that's going to look impressive. Does this guy, is he able to dodge? No, he's not.
I think he's just going to explode.
I don't know what being large counts as for damage bonus.
No, I don't either. I'll have to have a look at that. But for the purposes of this, let's see what happens when I apply the damage, because it might actually be irrelevant. It is irrelevant. Roll the crit. 77. That's
Nice. That's going to be good.
All right.
Maybe not.
So as you charge into him, you kind of hit him in the arm with your blade. You spin him around and kind of trample over him with your horse, sending him to the ground where he kind of lays unmoving. All right. Jesus.
That'll do for me.
On that basis, he's gonna.
It's with crits, it's better to roll high, a high number.
Yeah.
So higher the more damaging crit, so to speak, compared to a low number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So he's gonna charge into Elgast.
Sorry, mate. I'd like to step aside and then cuts his head off as he goes past, but I know that's not going to be allowed.
Not this turn. Let's have a look what he's got. Weapon, charging. Let's do this.
He's got that spike on his head.
He has got a spike on his head. All right, roll your dodge or parry, please.
It's going to be a parry. Challenging.
Nice. You basically parry his blow, sending him, oversteps his position, sending him a little bit off balance and giving you the advantage. Okay.
Is going to run.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. She's going to run to there. And that's about all she can do.
Okay. The last mutant.
What was that?
What?
The accent.
I don't know. The last mutant. He's actually going to go and try and engage Rembrandt on his horse. So remember, you're on a -20 to dodge if you don't have the trick riding. So he's going to.
I won't be dodging. Don't you worry.
He doesn't do that. He just swings at you viciously.
Is this a mutant clan?
This is the Mutant clan, yeah. So his corruption is Pinhead, gained the stupid talent. And you can't hide it. All right, give me a parry, please. Parry or dodge, Rembrandt?
Okay.
Did you want to re-roll that before I apply the effects?
I don't know. Let me have a look.
You're going to be taking 10 damage on your left arm.
I think I'm just going to have to take that because I think
Okay.
I've already used. I could use a fortune point actually. Sorry.
Oh, I've just applied the 1 point of damage to you.
I'll take the 1 point of damage then.
Yeah. Would you have had your shield available though?
I don't know. I would have thought so.
Okay. All right. You took 1 point of damage. Okay, top of the round. Ella. You are up.
I'm going to charge this guy here.
Okay, go for it. I don't think you can charge him and get the benefit of charge. I don't think you've got enough distance between you and him.
Oh, you have to be.
At least your movement speed away, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
All right, roll your attack. As Johan, the mutant brigand with the pointed head, tries to defend against you. He's going to try and parry. Fails. Ella cuts him down
Oh,
like the brutal woman that she is.
Nice. Oof.
Ooh, festering hot
Basically,
wound.
you basically just slam your blade into his gut and like wrench it out. As he falls, his intestines hit the floor with that slightly warm kind of mist coming off them.
lovely.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This mutant is looking a little bit panicked. He's going to try and bring Rembrandt down, so he's going to get a 2-to-1 advantage.
It does get a -10 though, because I'm mounted.
You are mounted, so he's going to get. So normally he'll get a plus. Oh, okay. So he's going to get challenging plus 10, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Finally found the mounted combat page.
Page 163, I think. Roll your parry. This is going to get through your armor, but
Pretty bad
Ooh.
rolls.
One point of damage. You always take a minimum of 1 point of damage.
Yeah, lethal weapons still do a bit, don't they?
Yeah. Langwin.
Sorry, I'm just measuring. Right, I'm going to move to there and take a shot at this guy, not the horse and cart.
Go for it.
The guy underneath the horse and cart, which I can't target.
There you go. Go for it.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Oof.
And with my last arrow, he takes a quick one of these and re-rolls it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very nice. Okay, so I can't do anything with that, so I'm going to apply the damage.
Oof.
Ooh, roll your crit. In case you hadn't noticed, most of these were already injured. So he is going to die as well. Okay.
And I'm going to reach back to my quiver and go, oh no, there's no more arrows.
He is going to... Oh, shit. He's dead, isn't he? I don't know why.
Yep.
Kund is...
Well, because I cut his arm off.
Yeah.
He's dead,
Bulkwin.
Dave.
You do.
There is only one left.
Which is that one's dead.
Yeah.
So there's only this one here.
Yeah.
That's the new one. Why is it not showing up there? Okay, I'm going to try and select him.
Yep.
And then I shall unleash Holy Hell with an arrow.
Oh. Okay.
Challenging. Yep.
Yep.
Good. There we go. And
No.
we. Oh dear.
Do you want a fortune point that?
I think we'll do another reroll, which is even worse.
Even worse. Okay.
Okay.
Just a note. So when you fortune point, it's going to consume another arrow, I suspect. In reality, it wouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
So, Medi, you can give yourself a couple of arrows, and Jet, give yourself a couple more arrows. Just increase your number by 2.
I think I was down to my last one anyway, so it just rolled a 0.
So arrows. Quantity 10. There we go.
Elgast.
Okay.
Right. I'll charge him. I've tried to charge before.
Okay. As long as you can move in a straight line, which you can, and as long as you move at least your movement speed, which you do, you can charge to there and attack him. You can't go. Yeah, okay, that is still technically a straight line. Yeah, because he's dead, so that's fine.
Yeah.
If he wasn't dead, you wouldn't be able to charge there because you'd have to charge around his space. So charging has to be in a straight line, but that's fine.
Okay.
So you should get charge and probably average 2-to-1 advantage.
Yes, charge and 2-to-1 advantage. So it'll be an average attack. Click the charge box, kill him.
Oh no, my luck.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think that's.
I was expecting 0-0 then.
Well, Elga still beat him, even though he did do a good parry. Do you want to roll your crit? And just to see how badly you kill him. 151. Basically, as you charge into him, you do exactly what you wanted to do the previous round, which is except reverse. So you run into him and just hack straight through his body and cutting him in half. At that point, other than the horses that are screaming, everything goes quiet. And we're going to take a 10-minute break. Back at 1:15, actually, just under 10 minutes.
Time for a nice whiskey.
Brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome. months. But I've been waiting for this next little section for 22 freaking weeks. And you'll see why.
I was going to say, that sounds ominous.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we are good to go.
Okay. Other than the two screaming horses, the roadway seems now to be quiet.
How do they look in terms of?
I was going to say,
Are they?
The horses look to be in pretty bad ways. The one that's screaming the most has several very deep gashes where the mutants were setting about hacking it up. The other one, probably broken legs at least.
In my estimation, are these horses salvageable?
These horses, in your estimation, are nothing more than meat.
no, in which case I'm going to use my animal care on this one here
Okay.
and put it out of its misery.
Give me an animal care roll.
That's exactly what Rembrandt's
stop.
going to do.
One second. Sorry. Before we do that, as we end combat, I think, yeah. So as we end combat, can everybody resist the corrupting influence, please? So if you hit the resist, it'll prompt you for a challenging roll. Just hit the challenging roll. We'll see what happens.
I get a choice of whether it's through endurance or cool.
Yep, you can choose whichever one you want.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
It's always a challenging role, did you say?
Yeah. Nice.
That'll do.
I make everybody succeed. Okay. Now, can I have the animal care roll, please?
Fire assist Landwin.
I don't succeed. Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, I'm going to definitely re-roll that because I know I've made a mistake with this. And I'm looking, I'm going, no, I've done this before. And I'm going to make a roll.
Sausage roll.
A sausage roll.
You
Great.
very humanely butcher the horse. Sort of straight through its head, if you like.
Yeah. Meat's back on the menu.
Glancing around, there is the overturned wagon that's still kind of half out in the middle of the road. There are 4 bodies littered around the coach. 5 bodies, actually. There appears to be a second coachman. Probably, looking at him, more likely to have been the shotgun rider. He is also wearing a sleeved male shirt, and nearby his body is a blunderbuss and 10 shot for the blunderbuss.
Sorry, what was this coach company? This was the Four Seasons, wasn't it?
It's the Four Seasons, yes.
Can
The
I-
other bodies, there appears to be the remains of an initiate of Sigmar, a pair of artisans, and a normal labourer. None of them have anything on them.
Anything stowed on the wagon?
The wagon just has a few, so probably a bag of feed for the horses, some water. There doesn't appear to be much in the way of luggage. There would be like a couple of bags with clothes in, but nothing.
Yeah.
Ella, Elgast, any chance you can look for any like notes or anything, any sort of manifest?
Yeah.
Elgas, let me take a look at that hand. It looks bad.
Oh, yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay, so Elgar, since you were looking at the bodies, Rembrandt, glancing around Volquin, you notice just here what appears to be a pair of legs sticking out from underneath a bush.
Okay.
I hope something's attached to those legs.
I shall go and investigate the legs.
Okay, the legs are attached to a body. The body appears to have 2 crossbow bolts stuck in its back. Clothing suggests a rather sort of a middle class kind of individual, so kind of like silver status artisan type clothing.
Okie dokie. I'm not going to touch the body, but I'm going to try and clear the brush away.
Okay. Right, you clear the brush away.
I will see if anyone wants to come over and see if they can investigate this, because I mean this is above my pay grade, so to speak. It's a silver guy, and I'm just a brass.
Hearing this,
I'll come over once my arm is working again.
I'm going to say,
All right, I'll go
he's
have a
dead,
look.
mate. He's dead. It doesn't really matter what status you are.
Okay, you go. Sorry, Ella, you go over.
I'll go and search the body.
How are you searching the body?
Ooh. I don't know. Take his pockets and stuff.
In order to get to most of the pockets and things, you have to roll the body over.
Don't touch the flesh.
Oh, does he look like one of the mutants?
Nope, he looks like a normal person.
Oh, so he was probably part of the coach then.
Has he got any chomp marks on him?
No,
Yeah,
just 2 crossbow bolts sticking out of his back.
Oh, okay. Well, roll him over then.
Okay. 22 weeks of waiting for this.
Oh God, is he going
Roll the
to
body
explode
over.
in my face?
As you roll the body over, Ella, you have to kind of take a double take. Because at your feet, with 2 crossbow bolts stuck out them, is Volquin. Or a person that looks identical to Volquin.
What?
Wow.
What?
And looking at it, Volquin, it could be your twin brother. It is so uncannily like you. There appears to be a piece of parchment jutting out of his jacket that has got some blood seeped on it from where one of the bolts has kind of pierced out of his chest.
Is this magic then? This doesn't do this.
Those people at Festival Rest that kept looking at you funny and giving a nod, and this is who they thought you were, I guess.
Ella, could you read this note? I reach down and take the note out of his pocket and unfold it.
I'll give it to Elgas because.
It was Elgas that can read. Sorry.
No, Ella can read. Ella can read.
No, I can, but I'm not reading it because this is too creepy for me.
Okay, I'll read it.
Give it to the witch hunter.
It appears to be a letter.
By the way, I can't actually read that because of the typeface of it.
Yeah, I can't read that either.
Yeah, it's fine. I can read it for you.
Assume I don't fall over dead from Rembrandt's healing.
Oh dear.
Oh my God.
What?
I believe you will take. Because we just check that up while I read through this, but I think it means you're going to take damage.
Yeah.
Is this your finger?
This the arm that blew up. I think.
Yeah, I know, but
came over and said, we
is
need
this
to
your
clean it
finger?
out and poured a load of salt over it.
So this letter appears to be an inheritance letter, signed by Messrs. Lock, Stock and Barl.
I like that.
Civil lawyers, commissioners for oaths, etc. in Gartenweg in Bogenhaven. Dear Herr Lieberung, after many lengthy researches, we have come to believe that you are the only living relative of one Baronet Lieberung, late of the town of Ubersreich. This being the case, and any other heretofore unknown and pertinent factors notwithstanding, I am herewith charged to inform you that you are the sole beneficiary of the late Baronet's last will and testament, hereinafter referred to as the party of the first part, as well as to the entail of his title and all lands and estates attached hereunto. I, undersigned, acting in my capacity as legal executor of the aforementioned document of the party of the first part, do therefore urge you to make your way with all convenient speed to my offices at the address superscribed to this letter. Thereupon, and upon your production of a signed and twofold witnessed affidavit confirming your identity as Castor alias Lieberung, we shall be pleased to place into your hands the title deeds to Lieberung Manor and all attached lands and estates, and the bequeathed sum of 20,000 gold crowns imperial. I remain your most humble and respectful servant, whatever that name says, signed this 10th day of Nakhexen in the 2512th year of the Empire.
So we can wash his clothes, yeah?
Bloody hell.
And inside the pocket of the jacket is another unstained letter that says, "We, the undersigned, do solemnly swear and affirm that the bearer of this document is Castor Aloysius Lieberung, Ingrid Ziekerman, priestess, Temple of Sigmar, Nuln, witnessed by Worshipful Company of Advocates, Nuln, and Oscar Helmut, Guildmaster, Guild of Merchants, Nuln."
Okay.
I like that picture. It looks so handwritten. It's brilliant.
Good, isn't it? You seem to have in your hand an inheritance letter, an affidavit swearing that you are Herr Lieberung, a body at your feet that was bearing such things that looks exactly like you, Volquim, that may have been Herr Lieberung.
So I could very easily pass off as this guy and then claim the inheritance.
Yes, you could.
What could possibly go wrong?
And 20,000
Exactly.
gold crowns.
And 20,000 gold crowns split nine and split one way.
Yeah. My way.
What's your intelligence bonus, Rembrandt?
3.
I take 1 wound.
I know, I've already put that in chat.
Alright.
1 point of damage.
I had the letter popped up over it. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Bogenhoven is back where we came from, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Elgast. I had to get that wadding out. It would have infected otherwise. Try not to dig too much.
Don't we need to go to Altdorf for that?
We need to find a way to get blood off this
The
letter.
prince.
What I am
Okay.
going to do is
Yeah.
bandage that hand up, though. With a nice, clean, fresh bandage.
You can buy a new hand with 20,000 gold.
I don't think it works that way.
Bogenhafen is there. Ubersreich is here. So yeah, you've travelled a long way over the road from Ubersreich, kind of following the Empire's highway up to Altdorf.
So we either go south or north now.
You hear horses' hooves.
I'm going to take both documents, by the way, just to let you know.
I wasn't thinking you wouldn't.
Has Rembrandt seen any of this going on?
It's up to you.
Well, you'd have been too busy, wouldn't you?
You were probably bandaging Elgast up, I would say. What you would notice is that a bunch of your group are bent over what appears to be another corpse in the woods.
And it's not what you think.
Yet.
Does he have anything else on him? Any like rings or anything that might establish his identity?
He doesn't. No, he has no rings, no money, no nothing on him.
Can I pull his boots off and check inside his boots?
You can absolutely pull his boots off and check inside his boots.
Okay.
And there is nothing inside his boots.
So it's just these two documents then.
Just the two documents, yes. The horse's hooves are getting closer.
Anything interesting on that one?
I'm going to give this body a quick kick to the face.
Okay.
I don't mind.
All right.
Wait,
you
which
give
body?
the body a quick kick to the face.
So Leon Lamwin, did you used to know him or something?
No, I just didn't know the way he was looking at me.
After my ministrations, I am going to take a healing draft, just to be on the safe side.
I think you heal 1d10, right?
Your
Toughness
Toughness.
bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a huge amount. You have more than 0 wounds, recover toughness bonus wounds immediately.
Coming from the direction of Altdorf, around the road ahead, you can see what appears to be 5 road wardens on horseback. As soon as they
there we go.
see you, they kick their feet into the flanks of the horse and gallop towards you.
You're late.
Kill them all.
As they get closer, the lead one yells, "By the order of the Emperor, stay your hand from your weapon and submit to our questioning."
Hold. We've just killed these mutants. I'm putting up my sword, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. My sword sheath.
Our carriage is back yonder.
The road wardens, they kind of come up. Yeah. Stop.
I'll kind of ride up towards them with my hands out.
Yeah. Okay. Name and state your business, sir.
Rembrandt Toxtine. Heading to Altdorf, looking for work.
And you say you have just slain some mutants?
Aye, as I point over to the one with a big cone head.
Okay. A couple of he gestures, and a couple of the road wardens jump off their horses and they start kind of going around the bodies. Captain or sergeant? Is he a captain or is he a sergeant? He is. Oh, he is. He is. Sergeant. Captain, we've got 4 mutants here, 5 civilians, 2 dead horses. Yes, and we can see a coach down the road. Seems to... Sergeant kind of looks at you. Well, seems your story is not inaccurate.
Roads are more dangerous by the day.
They are indeed.
2 days back, caught some goblins robbing another coach.
Seems like you get yourselves into interesting situations, sir.
Well, to be fair,
Mercenary work.
yeah, I was going to say we were paid for the last one.
Well,
What brings you this far south? Travelling quickly?
patrol. Heading down as far as the coach and horses. Then we'll head back northwards. Anything to report from? Is that the direction you've come from, sir?
This.
Anything to report?
Nasty business there as well. Seems like the roads are ever more dangerous. There's a criminal fleeing north. I wonder if you saw him. I'll give a brief description of Andreas.
looking for my dice roll. Oh, as a matter of fact, we did, yes. Riding like the wind about 5 hours or so ago.
He uses a sizable amount of money. No
Ah,
wonder he's running fast.
Would explain why he's riding like the wind.
May have been
Since-
involved in some nasty business at the Coach and Horses as well.
There's a couple of road wardens that were there at the time that can fill you in on more details.
Yeah,
I shall-
and the keep.
I shall endeavour to ask them what has happened. I fear that your man has probably arrived at Altdorf or is close to Altdorf by now. City the size of our capital, might be very difficult for you to find him, but I wish you luck.
I don't hold much hope myself, but we have other work, we hope. Hear that, what was the prince's name? I forgot.
God.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
There's offering some work. Do you know anything about it?
We've seen a number of notices posted along the road, yes. Rumour has it he is putting together an expedition to go up into the Grey Mountains.
Can't be any worse than this business.
Well,
Yeah, if he's going to Dragonfell.
he is he's certainly an honest gentleman, and would no doubt do everything by the book, so contracts, etc. So, yeah, that's it. If you can get yourself on that detail, I think you would do well. He says, kind of glancing around at the bodies. You certainly seem to be able to look after yourselves.
We've had to learn the last few weeks, I'm afraid.
Well, I noticed, gentlemen, those horses yours?
The dead ones, as you're pointing out.
No, the two live ones. Well, the one that you're sat on. And
One I'm sat on, yes. Yeah.
Yes, the other one is.
Well, would you be okay if we could ride that wagon, attaching your horses and riding the wagon into Altdorf? I'm sure the coaching company would be grateful for their wagon to be returned, at least.
I look over my shoulder at the rest of the troop. I don't see why not. Kind of look.
Yeah.
Men, help these gentlemen right the wagon. Yes, Sergeant. So next sort of half an hour between, the five of them, those of you who get stuck in, you're able to right the Four Seasons coach. It doesn't appear to have taken as much damage as you thought. One side has been badly scratched. There's a load of mud inside from being dragged a little bit along the road, and a bit of blood from where one of the people was kind of thrown and dragged a little bit with the coach as well. But in general, as long as you don't go fast, you suspect it will get you to Altdorf.
Do you know where the Four Seasons coach house is?
Yes, there's one just on the outskirts of Altdorf, maybe a mile or so from the city walls. You can't miss it.
We'll be happy to deliver the coach. There's no reason to stay your journey to the Coach and Horses.
Well, that's very kind of you. I'm sure well, should there be any trouble or any questions asked about how you came across the coach, tell them that Sergeant Magnus Flaster will vouch for you, Mr. Toxtein.
Very well, thank you.
And whilst I can't promise it, it is possible that the coach owners may see a small reward for returning the coach.
Perhaps some small compensation for our difficulties and loss of income from our previous employer.
Exactly. Well, gentlemen, madam, I wish you all the best and safe journey. There doesn't appear to be much disruption, he says as he kind of glances around the bodies. The other thing that they've done is they've dragged the bodies off the road as well, and kind of pushed them down into as much of the undergrowth to hide them from general view as possible.
What about the bodies of the passengers?
They would probably do the same with those. It's up to you if you want to strap them into the coach and take them with you.
How far are we from Altdorf? Just a few hours, you said?
Yeah, just a few hours, yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
Not going to rock too much in half a day, are they?
Well, they've got mail shirts if anyone wanted them. That hasn't got them.
Well, I'm more concerned. Well, I'm not going to say anything. I'll talk to Volkrin, but yeah. Might as well
I don't know whether anyone. I've got mail already, so if someone wants
I'm not looking at somebody's body.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's somebody, if it's somebody who was fought and killed who were trying to kill us, fair enough. But these people have been killed on the road.
That's fine.
Right of conquest would agree, Langman.
Yeah. So
I just know the people I'm with.
So yes. So okay. The other thing that you would have done is the mutant. You would have searched the mutants' bodies before the road wardens arrived. So on. Let me list out the gear and you can tell me what you want. So 1 times crossbow.
There's a blunderbuss, wasn't there, as well?
Yeah.
I was floating around in some shot. It might keep Elgast away from.
Yeah, that I'm not touching. If somebody wants to learn black powder, I'll teach them how to use black powder, but I'm not using
it again.
I'm not using the blunderbuss. Pistol I will. Blunderbuss no.
On the leader of the mutants, who was the one with the crossbow.
That's the one that I took down at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Crossbow's worth taking for ranged weapon. It's one of the few ranged weapons that anyone can use without a skill.
Really? Just ballistic skill, is it?
Yeah, you can get the skill itself, but you'll get it with the flaws, but no bonuses.
Yeah. There was a crossbow, 5 bolts remaining because the rest of them are in various bodies. There's the blunderbuss that was clearly the coachman's blunderbuss and 10 shot. There are the 2 sleeved mail shirts that are on the 2 coachmen. But to Lanwin's point, that does mean stripping them. So it's whether anybody in the party wants to do that or whether you would follow Lanwin and Rembrandt's position of not doing that. Also, on the leader of the mutant, he was had scaly skin, is a signet ring, roughly worth about 3 gold crowns. And it's quite it would be a heraldic crest on it.
Do I know what the crest refers to?
You've got
heraldry.
You've got heraldry, yeah.
The barony of Volquin.
Give me a roll.
Challenging or
challenging? Yeah. Yeah. No, but so you don't recognize it as a specific family crest, because at this point Volquin's probably not told you about the stuff that he's found.
Style of a particular area or something like
that. Maybe sort of Southern Empire, so certainly Reichland style.
I'll give it a good clean and wash off, and I'll hang on to it until I see if I can find out a bit more about it when we get to Altdorf.
There is a silver locket worth 1 gigabyte. I mean, 1 gold crown. When you open it, it has an ivory carving that looks like one of the artisan passengers. So it's probably theirs. And then a total of 2 gold crowns, 3 silver shillings, and 13 bronze pieces.
Jet, what was your name on the letter?
What was what? Sorry.
What was the name on your letter? Who that guy was?
I have no idea. I took a screen.
I forgot to write it down.
Pastor Aloysius Lieberun.
Yeah, that's it.
Herr Lieberung. Lieberung.
So, casters, what do you want to do now? Oh, it's not picking up on that.
Not yet. Okay.
That's
So
what you'd have to let us know as well.
After righting the wagon, the coach, after moving the mutants off the road, stowing the fallen passengers' bodies, you continue your journey onwards, northwards, approximately northwards to Altdorf. As night falls, about half an hour after night falls, you finally arrive at the last coaching house just on the outskirts of Altdorf, called the Inn of the Seven Spokes. A coaching house run by the Four Seasons Coaching Company. There is a coach that will run from here, because it is probably an hour away from Altdorf. There is a coach that would run from here in the morning into Altdorf. But you drop off your coach, you explain the situation, and the group would be given, let's have a look, work out how this works.
He's good at negotiating.
What? Hey. Hello.
But he's good at negotiating.
It'll be a haggle, won't it?
Coach is worth 150 gold coins, new. Just saying. Okay. Albert.
I'm here. I mean, Kay's physically there. Me, mentally, I'm not there at all.
Well, to get you up to speed, Guy, we've recovered a coach worth 150 gold coins, brand new. It is a bit damaged. We probably could get some money. Might need to haggle about this.
Kay finds somebody to haggle with and haggles.
Yeah, give me a haggle roll.
I'm really sorry.
It's all right, man.
What is it, average or?
It would be challenging.
Challenging.
If you need any help, Guy, I'll upload this tomorrow night so you can watch it.
So I haggle for more money and I get the coach back as well.
Okay. Right. How many of you are? 6 of you.
So the money is divisible by 6. Well, hang on. Was I doing the haggle by myself, or were there other people?
Oh, no. We know you well enough. That's you.
Everybody knows you well enough.
No, you've got no idea.
Rembrandt has an idea.
You can have the 0.33.
You keep turning up with dodgy merchandise to transport that we know nothing about, so we suspect very strongly.
The only thing you knew about me was that Thomas now has to be picked off piece by piece from the ceiling. You don't know anything else about me.
I
I know that Kay is an entrepreneur.
There you
Ella,
go.
Yeah.
are you awake?
Yeah, all right.
Have
Yeah.
you collected
We know
your
about
money?
the alcohol that you've picked up and things like
Oh,
that, transport,
sorry,
and all the side ventures.
All right.
Yeah, we've still got the alcohol, haven't we?
Or I had the thing covering it.
So with a little bit of persuasion from Ella, from Kay, and you know, explaining the situation, and you also explain as well that you previously discovered a force. No, it was Imperial Expressways, wasn't it?
They were trying to frame Four Seasons.
Yeah, and you also kind of explain that as well. The net result is you're given a bag of 24 gold crowns, 4 gold crowns each, and a pat on the back and a thank you very much, gentlemen and madam, for services rendered to the Four Seasons Company. And so you settle for the night in the Inn of the Seven Spokes. And I think, given where we are, that's the end of chapter 2. We're going to call it an evening there, gentlemen.
What to think about. Thank you.
Let me just sort a few things out. Let's refresh everybody's fortune, which should have just happened, and let me give you all experience. God. I had to think of a title for tonight. Let me calculate the experience first. Okay, that's a decent chunk of XP for this evening.
How much have we got? Oh,
There we go.
Nice.
65 XP, everybody. The road to hell, I thought, since...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Dead Ringer?
yeah. Oh, that would work as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to think along that type of theme. But yeah.
Call the session Dead Ringer, Medi.
Dead Ringer, fantastic.
The road to hell. So thank you, gents. As I say, you've arrived on the outskirts of Altdorf, about an hour out. It's up to you now to decide what you're going to chase. You've got a couple of things to chase down in different ways. It's down to Volquin to decide, and Lanwin to decide whether they want to... Oh, and Ella, because she was there as well. Whether you want to tell the rest of the group what you discovered and have that conversation.
Well, to be fair, that's down to Master Caster, not me. He's my bad. He's my boss.
Yes.
I need to work out what I'm going to do there.
Yeah.
Out of game, so to speak.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this evening. We are now well and truly embroiled in
Enemy within.
Enemy in Shadows.
I just had a thought.
Yep.
Really?
Careful.
We should have.
First one tonight.
You know that wizard dude?
Yeah.
We should have searched his room.
You should have done.
Yeah.
Not to worry.
Not
Shoulda,
to worry.
woulda, coulda.
All right.
Right. So, are we back on Sunday?
We are back on Sunday for Baldur's Gate 3. We should be good for Monday for Cyberpunk. I forgot where we are. Cyberpunk Red. Unfortunately, there won't be a game next Thursday because I am at our Christmas lunch.
I'm out on next Thursday as well.
So we will be back the week after, and then we'll be breaking for 2 weeks for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. So we're back on the 14th. Yeah. And then out the 21st and the 20th. Yeah, right.
We're
Okay.
back in the new year.
Well, I'd already taken
in
that
the-
off my calendar.
Yeah, same here.
All right, gents. Pleasure as always. Happy days. I will catch you on the other side.
Forward to seeing what shenanigans Jack gets up to.
Yeah.
I need to work out what I'm going to do there. Yeah. Cheers for the game, guys. See you next week.
See you next week.
Awesome.
Not next week. Yeah,
No,
week
not
after.
next week, the week after.
Week after. Thank you very much.
No worries.